Okay, so here's what we've done so far. Our yellow wire that we ran off the stator, this is ours right here. This is our new one. This is where we floated the ground into this yellow wire. And just ran some heat shrink around it. We're going to run this alongside the existing yellow wire from the original GasGas design. That goes up right here, comes up here to this yellow wire right here. And it comes down here, ends up in this little black sheath. This black sheath comes down here and ends up here, but the yellow wire comes into here and then doubles back up to here. This is it right here. This is the original connection that goes into the AC regulator. So we disconnect that. I just want to make sure that this does make a loop right here like I think it does. So it should come from the stator up to here to the regulator, and then after the regulator, then it goes to the lights, because this is what regulates the power. So let's just do a quick check here. And this is the wire coming to the regulator. Right? And that one goes to the regulator. So we're going to check this just to make sure. Yep, it's perfect. That's what we need. So what we'll do is just run our wire in parallel to this wire, bring both wires down to right here. We'll get rid of that AC regulator. Those two yellow wires that'll come right here will tie into these two yellow wires from the Trailtech regulator rectifier. And I've just tapped a couple little metric holes here and mounted it right there. The Clark tank seems to sit right above it, right about there. It gives me a little bit of wiggle room. And then the shroud comes down here and along like this, but it doesn't even hit the shroud. So I guess this could be a little better protected if I put it inside of the, like here. I wanted to put it in here with this box. I wanted to put the battery down here sitting on this so that the weight of the battery was actually on this plastic, but I couldn't get it to fit. It was too wide. When I'd rotate it down, it just wouldn't fit because of the frame here, and it was hitting the back here. So I ended up twisting it sideways, drilling 4 holes, and here are the holes. I'll have to cut these off with the cutoff wheel. So the battery lives there. It seems to be pretty secure. It's velcroed onto this plate as well as strapped to this plate, and the strap's pretty snug, so it seems to be pretty secure. I'm happy with that. So the regulator rectifier I wanted to put in here with the battery. I was going to put it right up here and the battery down here, but it didn't fit. So I guess I could screw the regulator rectifier in maybe like right here or even right there. Wouldn't be a bad place. I may relocate it to right here and take it off the frame now that I've done that. My worry was that it would take some of the heat if I mounted it right here where the AC regulator was. I thought I was going to put it down on this part of the frame right here, but I want to put a fan there, number one. And the second thing was I didn't want it getting all the heat coming directly off the radiator. It's still going to get some here. But I could put it here. That would mean more bolts through the fender, but I could put the bolts this way at least for this part. So we'll see. I may relocate it. What I'm going to do is the yellow wire that comes up, the original GasGas AC wire, the one yellow that comes up here, I clipped it to get rid of that joint, to get rid of a extra place that it can corrode. What I'm going to do is, this is a yellow wire right here off the Trailtech regulator rectifier. I'm just going to connect this directly right there. Okay, and then so the yellow wire that went down here, this wire, original wire that continued down here, that went to the AC regulator, I just clipped it and left it in there. I'm not going to pull it out of this sheath. So we're going to pull the AC regulator off here. That's what it looks like. That'll probably go on eBay. I'll just get this ground back in here for the ignition. Okay, so that's good. So the other interesting thing that I found out when I was pulling this sheath back here to put on some more shrink wrap is here's the white wire that comes up. And we talked about this white wire earlier. And it just dead ends. So that's also a voltage wire. I'm going to be interested to see how much voltage, if we can measure that, how much voltage that's putting out compared to this. and that may be an extra wire, although it's really not necessary. I'll probably go ahead and tape it back there and just tape it up again just like they had it. So that's the other white wire that comes off the stator